In today's video, we're going to be talking about the law of attraction. Is it real? Is it nonsense? Does it work? Has it ever worked for me? Do I believe in it? I want to cover all of that. And then I want to give you some real strategies, some tangible, real life strategies that I've used myself to win in sales, to win in business, and to win in life. So to start this off, maybe some of you don't know what the law of attraction actually is or what it states. So I'll clarify that for you. Very simply put, the law of attraction states that whatever your mind focuses on, whether positive or negative, you will attract into your life, and you will see a manifestation of that thing in your life appear essentially by you focusing on it, thinking about it, and keeping it at the forefront of your mind. So if you're anything like me and you're somewhat of a skeptic already, I probably lost you just right there in the definition. And listen, trust me, I'm with you. And I want to preface this whole thing by saying there is some truth to that. There's some truth to the idea that your thoughts become what you speak about and become what you do in your life. So your thoughts eventually become your speech or your words, and your words eventually become your actions, and your actions will of course dictate the outcome of your life. So there is some truth to that pattern. And there are a few other things under the whole umbrella of law of attraction and The Secret and all these things that have a little bit of weight to them, a little bit of truth to them. But I'm not going to go into all of that because it's a very deep topic and it's a rabbit hole that I don't even really want to jump into. I personally don't think it's worth my time or yours to really dive deeper into. So I'll leave the definition at that, and I'll tell you kind of where I stand. So listen, my stance is this. All that is good and well. I love the fact that you want to, focus on the right things and focus on the positive things and, attract these things into your life. But I'll tell you one thing, somebody like me who's a go-getter, who's driven, whose goals really matter to him, I'm not about to leave my goals and my future into the hands of luck or attraction or manifesting something into existence from nothing. I've never really been one to buy into these concepts, and it's very hard for me to really focus in on these concepts and believe in them and apply them. Now, I am open-minded to everything. I read a lot. I do my research on things, and I'm always open to a lot of things. I believe in the vastness of our universe and all the amazing things that come with it. But that's just it. Like the actual natural life, real science, like if you just study the universe, the facts are so mind-boggling and so fascinating and awe-inspiring that you don't need theories. You don't need BS. Like real life is already fascinating and awe-inspiring enough. So that's kind of where I stand on that. And here's my version of the law of attraction. What I believe in is the law of action. What I know works is the law of action. What I've done in my past decade, 10 years of sales and business, and what's produced results for me consistently over and over and over again is the law of action. And if there's one thing, one law, one secret that I'm going to put all my goals and hopes and dreams and wishes in the hands of, it's going to be that one thing: action. I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory for anybody who thinks you're going to just sit on your couch at home, think about goals or visions or dreams that you have, and without doing anything about it whatsoever, those things will just manifest or come to reality or come to fruition in your life. You're borderline delusional. It's not a healthy mindset, and it's not something that I would condone or recommend. So for me personally, if you want to have that, that's fine. That's totally cool. No problem. I don't have anything against it personally. You can think of all these positive things and think about manifesting and attracting them into your life. That's all good. But as long as you back it up with action, as long as you know that once you get off your couch, after you're done visualizing, you're going to have to outwork everybody, outlast everybody, out-strategize everybody, put in the real work, make the sacrifices, and put in your time and give it that aggressive patience until your goals and your dreams become a reality. As long as you know that, then that's fine. You can do all your, manifesting, and you can attract all the things that you want to attract into your life in your mind. But as long as you know that that has to be backed up by action, it has to be backed up by real work. Now, on the flip side of that, you do need to know where you're going. So you do need to target and focus your mind, scope of vision onto your future, and you need to lock it in towards a destination. It's like a GPS. It's like if you have, Waze or maps on your phone and you put in an address into your GPS, a destination that you want to head towards, it'll tell you how long it's going to take to get there. It'll tell you, the bumps along the way. It'll tell you the details of that journey, and where the final destination is. You have a purpose in mind. You have a goal in mind to get to a final destination. So that's good. You need to have that. That being said, I want to offer you some strategies that are real, tangible, that I've personally practiced and I can speak on from personal experience that have worked for me over the last 10 years. And these strategies are ways of operating within the law of attraction, but really making it in a way that's tangible, in a way that's real, and utilizing it in a way that's guaranteed to work for you. Not just some think it and somehow, it's going to happen and appear out of nowhere, but some real tangible strategies for you to actually focus your mind, focus your brain, and focus your power that you harness on your goals, on your destination, on your future, on where you're heading. So without further ado, let's get into the strategies. So the first strategy that I've been practicing myself since I was 16 years old. I truly, wholeheartedly believe in this, and it's something that I do every single day. Literally every single morning, the first thing I do is this one strategy, and that is goal setting. It's writing down your goals, and I have a specific way of doing it. After all these years, of course, I've come up with a way that works for me, that makes sense to my mind and categorically is easy enough for me to follow, and it's become second nature now. And I'll give you some examples of this. I remember when I was, 17, 18, 19 maybe, writing down one of my goals every day. For some reason, I was writing down, by the age of 25, I'll be living in a luxury condo. And every day I was just writing that goal. I don't know why. I just really wanted to live in a luxury condo in the heart of a city. I was 21 or 22 years old, and I moved into a luxury condo, 22nd floor at the heart of downtown Toronto. That goal became a reality for me, and I literally remember the moment when I moved into the condo, and it was one night I was on my own, and I was sitting there, and I was just thinking about my goals, and I remembered writing that every single day. It didn't happen at the age of 25. It happened at the age of 21 or 22. So a lot earlier than that. So that's my experience with goals. And I have so many examples of this that I can give you in sales and business, with my income targets, with different aspects of my life that I've written down my goals and gotten very clear on, and consistently every single day, every single morning, the first thing I've done is get my mind and my brain and my vision focused in on these goals by writing them down and really thinking them through as I'm writing them, and then watching also how my goals shift and mold and how they change day to day. It's not like I'm going back to the last page and looking at what I wrote yesterday. I write what I'm feeling and what I'm driven to that day, so it's more real for me. And it's interesting to really see your own evolution, really see how your goals evolve and your goals change. And that's a practice that has been tried and true for me, and that has worked for me. And I've done it every single day in the morning. I do it once a day, nothing excessive. I know some people preach otherwise, and I don't really know if they follow that themselves. There's a lot of gurus preaching things that, from my personal experience, I don't think they follow themselves. So I want to give you real tangible stuff that I actually do on a day-to-day basis, and that have actually worked for me. So that's just one example. Strategy number one is writing down your goals every single day. Strategy number two is something that I adopted a little later in my sales and business career, and it's something that became a game changer for me, and that's Transcendental Meditation, or TM. Now, I know what you're thinking. I was the exact same as you. If you're as driven as I am, if you're as, busy as I am, if you're as much of a go-getter as I am, you're probably thinking, 1, I don't have time for meditation. 2, I don't like it. It's too boring. 3, I can't sit still. Every time I try it, I have words and thoughts that pop into my mind, and all these other reasons. And I can tell you one thing, because I've been exactly where you are, and I've thought exactly what you're thinking, and it took me so long to come around to meditation. And it really took this specific type of meditation, TM, to get me into it and to get me to start practicing it. And I'll tell you one thing, from a closer to another closer, from a successful person to another successful person, the reasons that you're making up for yourself of why you can't do it are exactly why you should do it. The fact that you're busy, the fact that you're overthinking, the fact that you can't even control your thoughts, the fact that you don't know what your goals really are, or where you really want to go in life, Those are the exact reasons why you need to practice meditation. And specifically, I want to speak on this form of meditation, which is Transcendental Meditation, or TM. Now, in case my experience isn't enough for you, a couple of other people that practice Transcendental Meditation, or TM, are Tim Ferriss, who's a very successful entrepreneur and author and host of the Tim Ferriss Show podcast, and Jerry Seinfeld, who wrote and directed and played in the Seinfeld show. He's a notorious stand-up comic. He's a very famous and successful guy, and he's somebody that's had longevity with his success. He's had success over a very long period of time, and he attributes a lot of that to Transcendental Meditation. And he says he's been doing this practice twice a day, 15-minute blocks, for I think 20 or 30 years. And these are just people that are very successful at their crafts, at what they do, and they're practicing this, and success leaves clues. And I've learned from my own personal experience that this is something that really helps. What it's done for me personally is gather and focus my thoughts from being scattered, from being constantly on the go. If you're anything like me, my brain is always working 24/7, 365. I'm literally always thinking about business, about sales, about my customers, about my goals. It never stops. Like, it never stops moving and rotating. And that's a good thing. I really believe that's a trait of really driven, successful people, really hungry people. I think that's a real trait of these successful entrepreneurs and business owners and just successful people in general. So it's something that I don't want to change about myself. It's just something that I would like more control over, and that I would like to harness and focus in on the direction that I want it to go. So Transcendental Meditation, or TM, has done that for me. It's something that I practice. Listen, I do my best to do it twice a day for 15 minutes. I'll do it once a day for 15 minutes for sure, every single day. That's for sure. Sometimes I don't get to do it twice a day, or I don't, make the time to do it the second time in the afternoon. And I'm working on that, and we're all works in progress. So there's no shame in that. And that's why I'm being transparent with you. But for sure, I'll do it in the morning, right after my goal setting. This is the second thing that I do, and it's worked wonders for me, and I highly recommend it for you as well. And strategy number 3 is something that seems easy and simple, but what's easy to do is also easy not to do, and that is reading books. And this isn't podcasts, they don't count. This is not YouTube videos about your business or your niche or your space. That doesn't count. This isn't reading articles on your stocks app about how the market's doing or how the stocks you're invested in are doing. That doesn't count. I just want to give you all these ideas because these are things that I've personally justified as reading material, but these don't count. I'm talking about real books. Like right there, you see it in my bookshelf right there, all these books, and I got a lot more in the other room. And reading is something that's easy to do, just to sit down 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour a day, in the evening, sometime in the afternoon when you're done your main work, whenever that is for you. It's easy to do that and put that time aside, but it's also very easy not to do it. That's the difference. That's the 1% incremental difference between success and failure. It's the things that are easy to do are also easy not to do. And the people that build this trajectory of going in the right direction and doing the things that are easy to do will get to that success. And the people that build the trajectory of the other direction and not doing the things that are easy to do will have failure. And that's just the reality of the world we live in. So reading for me is a way to not only focus your mind and your attention, not only to learn and gain new knowledge and absorb, somebody else's entire life and mistakes and accomplishments and everything in a textbook that you can read and go through and absorb all of it. You can literally absorb other people's entire lives and lessons that they've learned throughout their entire existence, in a matter of a couple of days of reading a book, and then apply that to your own life and add that layer to your character, like I've mentioned before. And it's something that I really value, and it's something that I highly recommend. And, back to the law of attraction topic, I have the book right there on the top shelf. You might be able to see it. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill was a genius of his time. He has another amazing book called Outwitting the Devil. If you've never read this one, read it. Get the audiobook because the devil has his own voice, and it's super, creepy, and it's pretty cool the way they play it out. This is not one of those books you want to play and sleep to absorb into your subconscious. I promise you'll have nightmares. I've done it. I'm talking from experience. So Outwitting the Devil, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. These are just some amazing books that you can read. And the reason I bring Napoleon Hill up is because Think and Grow Rich. He's talking about a lot of the same concepts of having a burning desire for your goals, putting all your focus and energy into where you want to go. And it's similar to the idea of the law of attraction and shares a lot of the same roots of the concept. That's something that you can read for yourself and be a judge of for yourself. My point being, reading books is one way to focus in your energy, to gain as much knowledge as possible, to take somebody else's experience of a lifetime and add it to your life and your day-to-day in a matter of days of reading the book. And it's something that I highly recommend in my strategies of taking action towards controlling your sales career, your business, and your life. So there you have it. The law of attraction is what it is. But what I do know is the law of action is where it's at. The law of action is what's gotten me results in my life. And the law of action is what I continue to rely upon moving into my future and going for my goals and going for everything that I want. It's the law of action that I'm going to be counting on and that I'm going to be putting into action and implementing into my life. That's what I would highly recommend for you as well. And those are the 3 strategies that I would recommend for applying the law of action to your life. And those strategies, again, are number 1, goal setting, number 2, transcendental meditation or TM, number 3, reading books and absorbing and gaining that knowledge. All of these things will help you focus your mind, focus your energy, and get really dialed into where you're going, where the final destination is, what your bigger picture goals are. And then they'll also help you on a day-to-day micro level as you're going through your business, your sales career, and as you're doing the day-to-day work. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. All that being said, stay tuned. I got a lot more content coming.